eyes are bruised gray. 12 years of silence just to wash the ghost away. I struck a phosphor stick to light a cigarette, but the sofa's tasting like an old unpainted dead. The rain is a witness screaming down the glass, watching every shadow of the man I let pass. I told him I'll be back, a lie I sold for free. Now the city's staring back with a dead man's eye at me. The wind's a cold hammer beating on my chest, but the little yellow flame won't give the world a rest. It's been a minute, it's been an hour, it's been a goddamn life, cutting through the downpour like a rusty pocket knife. There was a knock at the door, no face in the hall, just a ghost of a promise written on the wallpapered wall. The wood is charred black, the fire's drinking the rain, feeding on the marrow of a long forgotten stain. And the match won't die, it's a permanent bite, burning on the night of a hollow point night. Lies scream loud like a choir in the fire, but truth just waits on a silent wire. You can run for the border, you can shroud the soul, but the fire's gonna hold until the dead is made whole. My fingers are blistering, but I can't let it drop. The laws of the physics are begging it to stop, but it ain't about the oxygen, it ain't about the fuel. It's the weight of a word that makes a man a fool. The flame started shivering, a rhythmic kind of dread, answering to a name that I buried with the dead. It's a tiny little sun, a blinding white judge, holding on to 12 years of a cold-blooded grudge. The clouds are a jury, its thunder is the toll. There's no more rising, just a fire-charred hole. You can douse it in the ocean, you can bury it in sand, but you can't kill the light that's living in your hand. The lies out there might sing like a bird, but on this balcony, not a word is heard. Yeah, the match won't die, it's a permanent bite. Put my heart in no of a hollow point night. Lies scream loud like a choir in the fire, but truth just waits on a silent wire. You can run for the border, you can shroud the soul, but the fire's gonna hold until the dead is made whole. Deserted park at 3:17 a.m. The neon's flickering,
jagged yellow hem. Dust on the dashboard, grease on the floor. I wasn't looking for a ghost or an open door, but the radio shuddered, the speaker started to bleed, answering to a hunger, answering to a need. No station on the dial, no signal in the air, just a melody rising like a cold-blooded prayer. I didn't turn the knob, I didn't touch the wire, but the rhythm was burning like a slow-moving fire. I didn't know the lyrics, didn't know the name, but my skin remembered the heat of the flame. It was the sound of the bridge that I burned long ago, the song of the secrets that I promised not to know. Every chord was a shadow, every beat was a scar, tearing at the upholstery of this rusted out car. Yeah, and the song only plays for a single heartbeat before the silence swallows the cold, empty street lights. Scream loud like a choir in a fire, but truth just waits on a silent wire. Don't reach for the replay, don't look for the light. Some things are only meant to kill you tonight. The final note drifted like smoke in the rain, clearing the wreckage of a 12-year pain. I hammered on the plastic, I clawed at the glass, waiting for the ghost of the music to pass. But the silence is a hammer, the static is a wall, the radio's dead, answering to no one's call. I didn't want to hear it, I didn't want to stay, but I'm standing in the ghost of what I threw away. A judge and the asphalt is cold. There's no more stories left to be told. You can spin the dial, you can shroud the soul, but the song already took what it came to toll. The lies out there might sing like a bird, but in this dead station not a word is heard. For the silence Some things are only meant to kill you tonight.
Cage 40 floors from the street. Coffee still lukewarm, half bitter, half sweet. The desk is a graveyard of ink and unsigned lies, but the glass in the corner is where the ghost dies. I stood in the center looking for a silhouette, but the pain is a vacuum, a silver-plated net. It's swallowing the furniture, it's drinking up the room, refusing to witness a man's impending doom. Check the file cabinets, look for a face, but the records are hollow, a paper-thin space. No photograph, no fingerprint, no echo in the hall, just a temporary shell leaning on the wall. I reached for the handle, felt the cold biting back. The sky outside is bleeding into a starless black. The more I remember, the less I can find. A man made of smoke in a world left behind. And the window don't reflect the life on the run. It only shows the vacuum of the thing that you've done. Lies scream loud like a choir in the fire, but truth just waits on a silent wire. You didn't leave through the door or the hole in the floor. You just stopped being the man you were before. I press my own palm against the frozen shoe, searching for a pulse, searching for a beat. But the glass didn't fall, the silver didn't show, a single drop of me in the neon lit glow. My fingers started fading, my reflection went blind, leaving my history to rot in the mind. I'm a blank page stranger in a high-rent cell, inhaling the silence of a private kind of hell. The skyline is watching, the clock is a thief, stealing the structure of a common belief. You can sign every paper, you can shroud the soul, but the glass is a mirror that'll never make you whole. The lies out there might sing like a bird, but in this office not a word is heard. Yeah, the window don't reflect the life on the run. It only shows the vacuum of
or the hole in the floor. You just stop being the man you were before. White neon humming like a wire in the brain. Three men sitting in a gallery of pain. In the center of the table, a silver-toothed ghost, looking for the hand that it used to love the most. The steel is a vacuum, the blade is a lie, refusing to reflect the color of the sky. I got blood on my knuckles, he's got stains on his vest, but none of it matches the hole in the chest. The detective's asking questions like a hammer on a nail, watching for a flinch, watching for a pail. But the room is a vacuum, sucking out the who, rewriting the story until the fake feels true. I reach for the handle, then I pull back my grip, afraid of the memory, about to take a dip. We're all guilty of something, we all carry a blade, but none of us remember the bargain that we made. And the night forgot the hand that it used to hold, leaving every shadow to bleed out. I scream loud like a choir in the fire, but truth just waits on a solid wire. The ghost in the middle, the void in the head, is heavier than the body of the man who is dead. One man's shaking, one man's cold, one man's staring at a story untold. The air room is a thick white ink, drowning every witness before they can think. The blade didn't kill him, the silence did the deed, harvesting the orchard of a black-hearted seed. By the time they find the finger, by the time they find the name, we'll all be the winners of a nameless game. The concrete is judging, the clock is a claw, tearing at the fabric of a broken down law. You can scrub at the fingers, you can shroud the soul, but the steel's gonna scream until the debt is made whole. The lies out there might sing like a bird, but in this white room not a word is heard.
suburban siding in a house built of dust, and a secret I'm hiding. The oak back chair is a soldier on the line, staring at the threshold, waiting for a sign. I left the boat open, I invited the cold, trading in my future for a story already told. They say he's in the dirt, they say the blood went dry, but the hinge is a traitor and the shadows always lie. Paced the kitchen floor till the linoleum bled, counting up the ghosts living inside of my head. I reached for the handle, tried to turn the seat away, but the wood's got a fever that won't let it stray. The wind's a hungry mouth, sucking on the frame, whispering a riddle that sounds like a name. I didn't keep it open for a brother to return, I kept it for the hope that I'm waiting to burn. And the chair's still facing the open door, waiting for a footstep that don't exist no more. Lies scream loud like a choir in the fire, but truth just waits on a silent wire. Loss don't kill you, it just makes you small. It's the hope that's the hammer hitting the wall. My knuckles are wide, gripping on the edge, staring at the driveway, staring at the hedge. Every headlight passing is a needle in the eye, stitching up a memory that refuses to die. I ain't a man waiting, I'm a man in a cage, watching the ink drying on a final page. The chair ain't a seat, it's a rusted iron claw, keeping me a prisoner to a ghost-written law. The moon is a witness, the stars are the jury, judging every second of the slow motion fury. You can leave the door open, you can shroud the soul, but the chair's gonna hold until the dead is made whole. The lies out there might sing like a bird, but in this empty house, not a word is heard.